Last week, I stood down as the host of the Bournemouth PIN meeting. This is after a 5-year tenure there. And so what I thought I'd do today is to try to pass over the 5 key lessons that I feel any new attendee of any property networking event should have at the forefront of their mind before walking into one of these rooms. And the other thing I want to share with you today is the 5 speakers who I feel are just pretty amazing, frankly. I was very fortunate to have a lot of speakers, as you can imagine, over that period of time in that room with me, but there's just 5 that I've selected who I feel that you should be on the lookout with. So stay tuned and let me share these with you. Hello there, my name is Tony Law from Your First 4 Houses, and my channel is all about helping you get to investment property number 4 as quickly and as painlessly as possible. So let's start off with those 5 key lessons first of all. And as I say, I want you to envisage these are the 5 things that I'd love to be able to say to any new attendee of any property networking event. So firstly, get clear on what you want before you walk through those doors. Now I appreciate that may not be easy at first when you're just starting out, but the sooner you get clear on what you want, the sooner you'll be able to reap the rewards from that. Secondly, when you walk in that room, try to work out who you can connect with, and in particular, who you can help in that room. The more people that you can help, the more people that you personally can support, the more those people are going to want to give back and help you in return. Get there early, stay there late. Can I suggest that only half the reason that you're at this event is for the educational content? The other half is to connect with people. The earlier you get there and the later that you stay, the more chance you're going to get to connect with those people. Speaking of connections, connect with your host. Now I did an entire video on this. Please take a moment to watch it. Your host is the one person in that room who probably knows pretty much everybody in that room. You need to connect with him. Lastly, follow up, follow up, follow up. Over 5 years, I've had so many people who have said to me, oh yeah, I'll give you a call tomorrow, the next day, the day after, or so on. And they never do. I don't want to think about how many times I could have engaged with these people, maybe worked together with them on projects, maybe just perhaps helped and supported them in some way, but these people never followed up with a phone call or an email afterwards. So please do so. Okay, I want to move on to now the 5 speakers who I feel have just sort of given perhaps just that little bit extra over the 5 years that I've been hosting this event. Before I give you those names though, I've got to make one thing clear. Pretty much every speaker that was kind enough to speak at my event gave really good content, maybe with 1 or 2 exceptions, but we won't dwell on those. I want to make it clear these are not in any particular order. They're just my personal views based on content and delivery. And I've actually taken the liberty of excluding Simon Zutshi from this. Simon is obviously a fantastic speaker, but it would be unfair if I was to include him in this list, if that's okay. And lastly, they're not in any particular order other than in date order. So let's kick things off with 2016. Richard Bowser gave a fantastic talk entitled Find, Fund, Hold or Exit. Pure gold content, and Richard, I thank you for it. In 2015, Julian Maurice gave his talk entitled Interior Design and Project Management. Some really excellent and engaging content. If you get a chance to go and see Julian Maurice, you should surely do so. And he gets an extra tick for, I think, having probably the best slides I've actually ever had at my event. 2015, I had Debbie Williams come along to speak, and her talk was entitled How to Replace Your Income Through HMOs. Absolutely inspiring talk. I got fantastic feedback on it, and the content was absolutely actionable. So Debbie, I thank you sincerely for that. Going back to 2014 now, I was fortunate to have Andy Haines, who just also happens to be a good friend of mine, speaking. His talk was entitled Less Excuses, More Results. Again, this was a motivational talk times 10, frankly. Andy, I thank you sincerely for that. Again, 2014, I had Martin Rattray speak. Martin, again, is another good friend of mine, a fantastic actionable content was absolutely there, and this is entitled Getting the Most Out of Your First Viewing. Martin, again, pure gold. I thank you for that. Now they're my top 5, but I want to have just one other person that won't be expected to be noted down here. And this is actually only a 25-minute talk. And this is the host of the Basingstoke Pin meeting, and that is Andy McCullum. Andy, you gave such a warm and engaging talk at my event. I got, again, some fantastic feedback on it, and I thank you sincerely for that. So that brings me to the end of hosting my event. Over these 5 years, I've had a fantastic time, and I've got so much good content that I'm genuinely looking forward to passing over to you guys. Stuff that I believe is going to really help you on your property investing journey. And so to be kept up to date with that, please take a moment to subscribe to my YouTube channel, or if Facebook's more your kind of thing, please take a moment to like my Facebook page. My name is Tony Law from Your First 4 Houses. I hope that you found this one helpful, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.